The views and opinions in this video and comments to this channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions of this channel's broadcaster. If you have a complaint about something or find the content is being used incorrectly, please don't contact the broadcaster.
Balaclava Diaries, we're toxic, we're talking aggressive. If you don't like it, send a message. We're weed stimulated, educated, top rated, and never baited. I am the OG MacG, and to the left of me, Mr. Let's Party. Today, we're bringing in a group of men that are kind of changing the game. We were speaking about it, before the camera started rolling, and it's just amazing to see that, there's a black presence in media now. These guys' podcast really, sticks it to the culture in many different ways. They're tastemakers. They dive into situations and conversations that a lot of people are scared to do. And I appreciate the platform, because in order for media to really grow in this country, we need more than one, So at the end of the day, let's big up these guys from Uncommon Sense. Big them up. You done know. Bam, 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 bam. All right, so introduce yourselves, guys.
Okay, Castro Nero, 88 on Instagram.
Okay.
You already know. Welcome. Be here.
Yeah, Money Mitch. You can find me on Instagram, 54X Mitch.
Okay.
It's your boy X, RPMX on everything social, representing Uncommon Sense. Pleasure
Okay.
to be here, guys. Thanks for having us.
Okay, so we're quickly going to dive into the show a little bit. Like, what is the show about? What should people know about it? Why should they watch it?
I'm giving them some words, man.
Shit, what is the show about? Just honestly, life. I know it sounds kind of cliche, but like we talk about so many different topics that we think are relevant to like people, I guess, in our demographic, but also just people in general. Like if you're 20s, 30s, living in a major city in North America, I think you could relate to a lot of the things that we talk about on our show.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. I think honestly the don't give a shit factor. Like we don't really care, right? Like we kind of, I don't know. I look at it like sometimes we just talk like what people think. They just don't want to say it. I don't really care what people say or think about me. That's why it comes out as organic as it does.
I rate that still.
No, definitely. Common sense isn't so common, hence the term Uncommon Sense. Yeah, we just felt like we're offering a perspective that people, like my cousin was saying, they're thinking it, but often, let's say they're too, I don't know, it's very censored nowadays, right? People are afraid to express themselves. And so, like, shit that you think would be common, when you actually look at the world on the forefront, it's not. It doesn't make no damn sense, really, what's going on, you know?
Right.
So, just applying the lens of common sense to the world and the fuckery we got going on. We can start on here, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
What the hell? Fam,
Sure.
I like how you asked.
we've had
after you
butt
already
naked
scored.
strippers on this show.
Okay,
Like,
okay. Yeah, okay, so
yeah.
the matter of just applying a lens of common sense to the fuckery going on in the world.
Right.
And it's much needed. I feel like it's much needed for the space, the culture, and the city overall. Big thing too. I think it's also painting or it's carving a lane for, like, I feel adequate representation, right? On the global forefront, realistically. Like when you look at Toronto media and you look at like what's popping or across the globe, what people are seeing.
Right.
I don't know. I was seeing a lot of silly shit, you know? Like I'm seeing a lot of characters. I'm seeing a lot of like goofy shit or fucking what blows up, what's popular. So when people look at Toronto and they think about it like from the States or whatnot, or just across the world, they're like, fuck, aren't y'all the goofy niggas? Yeah,
Drake
like, nah.
didn't help that. Drake didn't help that, man.
Go ahead. Tie your shit.
No, I'm just saying. He didn't help us in that regard. Like, we took an L this summer. You know?
Oh, I feel you. Didn't help.
Yeah,
It's
like
like
him.
the same way like Queens felt when KRS did The Bridge Is Over. Same way Mans that was rolling with Rockefeller when Mans dropped Ether. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you have to eat that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Are you referring to him hopping on the Snowdy tracks? Is that the youth's name?
No, I think you're talking about.
I'm just talking about the
beef.
beefs, yeah, like,
beef.
you know
okay,
what I mean?
okay.
So we all inherit that L, you know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Just
So,
gotta, try to use that L and make a W.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, it's good. It's good. You're good. It's
good.
It's
You're picking
It's
me
good.
up?
It's good.
Okay, bless.
Even where you are, you don't even have to talk towards it.
okay,
You can just
okay.
talk to us. So, yeah, man, we wanted to kind of go into some topics about, the world right now, because, there's some real shit going on in the world. the Olympics this year, do you think it was a good representation of what the world was, or do you think there was another agenda with the representation of the Olympics this year? Did you take that in? Did you?
Are you
did
talking about the act like the
There's the
media
opening
coverage?
ceremonies,
That
but
opening
everything
ceremony?
based on that opening ceremony is
Right.
within the branding. It's built within the T-shirts they're selling, so on
No,
and so
okay,
forth.
yeah.
This, you know what I mean? Yeah, like
Yeah.
there's been a lot of
There's
bad
a lot of
press
shit
with this
going on.
Olympics. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't know what they did this year. This is like an experiment.
Right? You know what I'm
This
saying?
is this
Weird.
is this is just I don't know. They wanted to ruffle feathers. They wanted to see, because they really brought a lot of stuff to the forefront to let people see and decide what they're really like, what's going on. Like that whole opening ceremony, that was wild. You guys are bugging, but that's to show you like the people high, like whoever's in charge of stuff, they don't really care, because they obviously let stuff slide that they want to let slide, and that was something that slid. That letting you guys know like this is what's out here. And I don't think there's a lot of like, even like when it comes to like the sports and all that, like I'm watching this stuff, I'm like, this is a joke thing. Like this is a joke thing. I don't know, I'm all thinking this is AI, because I'm like, this can't be what I'm really seeing over here. Like I don't know, when did breakdancing come in? Like when did we do it right now?
From
Yeah,
Australia.
shit,
That was
tweaking.
crazy.
I've heard about that. I
That was
And, just a lot of bad politics around this Olympics in general. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of fucked up shit going on in the world right now. Like, people are hiding behind these Olympics, but, there's the genocide going on in Palestine. There's genocide in Tigray. There's genocide in, like, a lot of different countries. There's riots going on in London. I always feel like when they're running these big, like, events, that's when the governments are just like, yo, this is fucking hunting season right now. You know what I'm saying? This is the time when
Like,
no
you
one's
think
really
like niggas
looking.
is distracted.
Yeah.
They're like,
You know
these
what I'm
niggas
saying?
focus over here.
What better
No,
distraction?
no, you're not right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it just goes kind of into the next topic, where it's like Russia up to this point has lost 590,000 soldiers.
590.
509.
Do you
That's a
think?
lot.
Do you think? Do you think war is a form of population control?
I think.
I don't think so.
I think
You don't
war
think
is-
so?
I think war is just a power game, like a power struggle between two parties. In terms of like, even the 5-9, like, where'd you hear that? Like, I'm not saying it's wrong, but like I know, like,
No,
we
it's
live
like,
in North
this is
America,
like real
you know,
press, like Reuters. You know what I'm saying? So it's like.
like I feel like
They-
on
you know
this
what I
side of
mean?
the
Well,
world,
that's
like,
the numbers that they're gonna give to us in the press. Probably
that's
more.
that's what I'm
It's probably
trying.
more.
But it could be less.
Could
Because
be
there's
more.
an incentive for like the media over here to be against Russia. Like Russia's basically
Right,
like the
right,
ops.
right,
You know what I
right,
mean?
right.
So they like, you see how they say like there's propaganda in other countries and they control the new, like, you don't think they
true.
do that shit here too? Like, so I'm not saying that what you said is incorrect, but I'm just
right,
like,
right.
when
But
I
even
hear
if
some
it
of
is
these
less,
numbers, I wonder where they come
Even
from.
if it is
you know?
less, though. Even if it is less, let's
Yeah.
say it's like 200. That's
Less
a
than
massive.
that's a lot of
yeah,
people.
that's you know what I'm
That's
saying.
definitely
Like
a
that's
lot
a
of people.
city. That's a whole city. You know what
But
I'm
I
saying?
don't think war is population control. Maybe for like if my country is trying to just like genocide is population control. That's definitely getting rid of a certain amount of people. But just because two countries go at it, they could be like fighting over a resource. You know what I mean? Like access to a fucking canal or some. They found oil over here, and it's like, yo, the man are like, nah, that's our land. No, that's our land. You know, and then they fight over it. Type
Kind of what it always
I
boils
feel
down
like they
to.
never actually find the resource.
But that's what I'm trying to
It's
say.
just about
though.
money. It's just like
But that's
money
what I'm
and
trying to
power.
say. So
War is a
okay,
business. Remember,
so he brings up a valuable point to kind of side with my point, is that nobody ever really finds the resource. Nobody ever really found Bin Laden. We don't even know if Bin Laden was a real guy. He probably just was videos from 1992 that they just replayed from. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like they create this big mass effort for people to go kill each other.
well, it's a campaign, right? War is a business.
You know exactly,
That's
right?
mainly
So
what it is.
is population control probably
The thing-
one of the top
okay, the
incentives
thing-
of that business?
the
You know
thing
what I'm saying?
about
I think money and control are a way bigger incentive than just getting rid of people.
I agree
But when
with
you
that.
get
I
rid of
think that's
people,
the
you make
bigger
resources almost like you make the resources go up in value.
I just feel like
you get what I'm
population
saying?
control is more targeted at your own population. Like if you're going to war with another place, then like I wouldn't say that the opposition is responsible for eliminating people in your area. You know what I mean? Like I feel like
Right.
population control, that concept is like to control our population. How are we gonna do that? We're gonna do that systemically through like I don't know, whether it be the media, through conditioning, through the food, through the tap water, fluoride, shit like that. That's controlling the population. I just think war, a conflict with another place, that's don't get me wrong, there's a lot of money in war. Right? There's so much
Right.
funding and shit that goes into war. So I'm not gonna lie, war is a big business.
Right.
But I'm not gonna call war population control because we can't determine how. Like, what if we only wanted, we want our population at so much? The opposition comes and erases far more.
Because fam, everybody in war dies. It's like 90%, 10% of man's come
Yeah,
back
but then
home.
it's also
You know what I mean?
you're like, I just don't deem like you would want your soldiers to die. You know what I'm saying? Like if you would invested all this money into training these amount of people, these would be the group of people that I have invested interest in. So I think that like that's
at
just
the
how
same
my
time, it's like how much money are you making off of that investment?
A lot, depending on the resources that they get
Billions
access
on
to.
billions on billions.
Yeah.
One soldier compared to your billions, you're chalking that up. So it's just like, to me, it's like, the reason why we bring this up is because it's so layered. You get what I'm saying?
no,
It's like,
absolutely, it's not.
so it's just like, you brought up a lot of, valuable points about different ways of population control. If not war, do you think is the number one way of population control in the world right now?
I think it would be probably just like stuff like COVID.
Because fam, they give us drugs,
No,
they
no,
give
but
us
like,
all
I
types
think-
of
I
stuff.
think-
You know what I
I
mean?
think so
Things get
realis-
leaked
that
into
too.
the, you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
I think
You think it's food?
well, that's
Yeah,
how you have to look at it,
definitely.
right? And you can't
Definitely.
just say like in the world is a broad spectrum term. I think that each continent or each place governs their population differently and will control their population in
Crazy.
accordance to what they believe in. I
Crazy.
think that when you go to like China, for example, right? They will govern and control their population as strict as they want, but that's theirs to determine. Their TikTok algorithm, like TikTok comes from over there, but their TikTok algorithm is not what we see, right?
Right.
They're controlling their
I heard
population,
their,
and it's
their
to
one
benefit.
is like to build up your mental
Exactly,
stimulation.
right? They have
help
more
you,
educational,
and
more
ours is more to
uplifting,
be
right?
like just dumb shit that
Yeah.
you could
Mindless.
just watch and
And that's why we
Not
actually
prepare
people
you.
have also
Yeah.
theorized that they're using it as a weapon over here to actually dumb down our population.
But what do we mean when we say population control? Because I took that as like, yo, we don't want the
Murder.
population to grow, so
Yeah,
we're gonna
yeah.
start eliminating people.
Whatever it is.
But it could be done in
Okay.
But I
So-
would just
Because
all
what
I-
you
all
were
I- no, but
describing
all I
is
was
like
doing was,
controlling people's
I
like
would-
minds. So like I was
still
like,
a part of
that's
still.
So I just wanted to know.
all
So
I
we're
was
talking about
saying-
like in any way,
Yeah.
either eliminating people or controlling them as well. Okay,
So-
I just wanted to clarify.
all I was
So-
differentiating was the different ways that like probably like
So
things are governed in
it's
different
funny
places.
that you bring that up, right? So we want to talk on the topic, and the topic that spans off of this is called eugenics, and I don't know if you guys are hip to what eugenics is, but eugenics is basically a methodology that started from slavery that said that the black man was not capable to function in society because they knew that liberation was coming to the black man. So they knew Lincoln was about to pass the thing and make black man free or whatever. So they created a mandate in a piece of paper that said these following things: the black man can't function in society. He can't, live among people because he's like a what do they call it? Like a monkey or a savage or whatever,
Uncivilized.
so on and so forth, right? So this played down to the line and trickled down to the line through its way of politics and so on and so forth through the years and years and years and years to now something that's called Planned Parenthood, right?
Okay.
And the number one form of population control throughout, the United States and then the world right now is abortions. And they say that the most abortion clinics throughout the United States and Canada are located closer to like impoverished areas. So it's like they'll push Planned Parenthood in Jane and Finch High School, but they'll tell you in a high school, let's say at, Rosedale or something like that you should pursue your dreams and do whatever and you can be the best or whatever. But in different schools, they'll promote this from as early as junior high school, and it goes through Canadian systems as well as fucking whatever, and they call it sex education. But it's really been a ploy since the dawn of, the black man's liberation to kind of make that a point that we only stay at that 12% that we always stay at.
Word. That was layered. Okay, so what exactly? No. Hold on, I just want to understand
Right.
what
so,
it is you're asking.
So
about
if
that.
I'm gonna give you some, names as the people who deal with it, and I'm just giving you the layers of what the thing is, because we've discussed it. We've discussed the population control, but the whole thing is Hillary Clinton was the #1 donor to this cause. Same with Bill, right? So it's just like you can give your take on that now, right? Because it's like the Latino population,
Right.
the Indian population, the Chinese population throughout North America,
All right.
right, continues to grow and develop, but one always stays at 12%.
You know what it is, too? I think
you know what I'm
so.
saying? And that's the craziest genocide if you really think about it, because it's been going on since before 200 years of slavery.
But
almost,
like,
right?
I'm not like I understand that these people donated to like Planned Parenthood and shit like that,
Right,
and I
right,
can
right.
definitely believe that there's like racist people in America that don't want to see more black people in America. That's like goes without saying, you know what I
For
mean?
sure,
But
for
it's in
sure.
terms of like comparing to like the other populations of people. Like those people are immigrants. Like Black Americans are just there. So the only way that their population can increase is through reproduction.
Right.
The Hispanics and the Indian and Chinese people, they just keep sending more of them. You know what I mean? So that like abortion can't keep up with that. They just keep bringing new ones. You know.
But somebody has to be breeding at some point for that to even take place. You get what I'm saying?
But they're doing that in their own country.
Do you feel like within the black culture that abortions are more accepted?
I don't know if it's accepted.
I need
that's-
more.
No, it's just
like-
it's a real question.
like,
Like,
No, it's a
really-
real. I just never thought of
You know what it is? You know what it is? I would tie it. No, I would tie
Hold
it.
on.
Go. You want to go?
No, you go ahead.
Okay, I was just gonna tie it into was it more accepted? It's probably more normalized in an urban demographic in the same fashion that like single parent households are, right? I would tie them one and one because like it would also like theoretically it'd be like an answer to that. Like, oh, you got pregnant without a man? Well, fuck, we have an answer for that. You know, don't fuck up your life. Go and erase the you, control alt delete. You know what I mean? But how people go about using these things, right? And the resource, like I don't really know if you didn't want to have a you because you got pregnant and you chose to abort your child, like who's to say that you would be better off if you didn't do that? You get what I mean? Like if you made that choice on your own, I think that the option to do so, I don't think that like wrongs us. I think that if you like, because there are some states in the world and some places in the world where you can't get an abortion. If you get rape up and think, boom, that's yours. You know what I mean? So who's to really say like, oh fuck, like how you go about using the resources? And I don't get me wrong, I understand that these are placed in certain areas, same way that like fast food is fucking placed near the hood, and like liquor stores, and there's not like fucking libraries and shit like that. Like I get it systemically or structurally, right? Because fuck, that's how it's mapped out. But like fuck, I don't like. Is it? I guess if the question is, yeah, I guess it would be more normalized. I think that the answer to your
black
question,
culture.
I
that
think
within the urban community, these yes, I would say so, because the assumption is they're not performing as well as the others, and so like yo, give them,
Because let's keep it real. Everyone's raw dogging right now, fam.
if you're loose, if you're loose like that, like,
but like
because, yo, even if
a lot of
I don't know if
freaky
that's
youths
a
in
black
Toronto
community thing.
alone.
That
You
must
stay
be a
there.
people thing.
yeah, people are just
I don't know if the raw dog epidemic is specific to the black
crazy.
community. I think that's just people. But
Jimmy's are
It's a people
expensive.
thing.
boy, that part is a people thing. You feel me? Everybody's getting down, But like I guess in the black community, yeah, like realistically, there's more single parent situations. So and like I guess the black community has a higher rate of like poverty and stuff,
yeah.
like lower income households, I should say. And
So it
a
forces
lot
you
of
to make
those
tough
activities
decisions.
are more associated with people that have like a lower income and a lower standard of living. And unfortunately, in like North America or a lot of developed countries, like a good portion of the black population is living in that situation. But I don't think it's a cultural thing. It's not like we are more in favor of it than white people. White people get abortions too.
for sure.
It's just again, I think it's
Well,
more of
they're
an economic
dwindling, right?
situation.
They're dwindling. Like
What do you mean, like they're
and
getting,
the just to put it, the PEW said that in 2060, Canada may be full Muslim based on the growing numbers.
full month?
2060.
Yeah, 2060. So
know,
like
man. I
that
see a lot
means
of
like
Indian
there
niggas,
might
dude.
be like
They
little
already
to
know what's coming.
little to
They already know
no.
what they're
Bro,
flying
I
in.
try the Hindu thing, fam. The Indian niggas are coming at me.
That's
Clearly-
more realistic.
Clearly,
Yeah, I was like,
bro,
bro,
like,
Hold on, a lot of
looking at
them are
the wrong
Muslim, fam. You stay
immigrants,
there.
bro.
A lot of them are Muslim.
I
A
mean,
lot
if
of
we're
them are
on a
Muslim.
plane,
That is true. A lot
Doesn't
of
matter
Indian
where
people
they
are
come
60
from.
and 100
In
passengers.
India, they have Muslim, Hindu, Christianity.
No, you're not. You're not.
A
A lot
one,
of
two
religions
next
being
ones. I don't remember the
followed.
name.
They changed Popeyes to
Yo,
halal.
you know what? To
Started.
be honest, I agree with it.
Started.
I agree with it still. Cause yo, if you look at the rate of population increase over the past couple years, if they were to continue at that rate for the next like what? We're in 2024.
Which they will.
So 26 years, buddy, they're gonna have more Indian people here than anything else. At the current rate that it's happening over the past 2 years.
And you know how they're running
It's
it
done.
too? Do you know how they're running
If
it?
Indian niggas are Muslim, then yeah.
They
you're
brought
right.
1 million people in like the past year.
Yeah,
What's
and look,
crazy-
I mean,
Our population is not very big, and we already have a lot
Exactly.
of
So
people who are
that's a
The Gardner
difference.
was
That's
already
a that's an
adding
upside,
more
right?
and more and more for the next like almost 30
Yeah.
years. Buddy, yeah, there's gonna
That's
be
crazy. That's
there
like
probably
upside
could be more than-
population control.
Bro,
Like
they
we're trying to
didn't-
get
I
more
don't know,
people
They
man.
in
didn't
the country
design the
and
roads
just,
for
you know.
this.
Yo, we're
Like,
over,
they
we're
didn't, like,
congested, B. We're
I'm not
congested.
even lying. Like the Gardner wasn't prepared for this.
Yeah,
people.
but
It
it's
wasn't
fucked
prepared
up,
for
bro.
this.
The whole economy is not ready for this.
Yeah,
Like, bro,
so-
there's like literally the youth of people that have the youth of the what's it called? The citizens here, they can't get jobs. How we put money back into the economy? You can't, bro. Why? Because that nigga feeding his whole family over here.
Yeah,
He's living in a
yo.
group of fucking like 10 people in
You
a
have to sell your ass on OnlyFans.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
That's a crazy transition. That's shaky still.
No, it's shaky, but that's the
That's the
truth.
Canadian
What are a lot of
dream,
y'all
man.
doing
Fall
right
out to
now?
Canada, sell your ass
What
on
are y'all doing?
OnlyFans.
Disappointing people.
Mad
You
thing.
gotta be high up there to do OnlyFans out here still.
That's what I'm
gotta-
saying.
you can't
Even
That's
that, a
some
struggling
killers.
OnlyFans model, like that's
You're
Oh,
not even
like a
making
SoundCloud
bread out
rapper.
of struggling OnlyFans.
like, bro, you get naked every night and you're still like shaking it. That's
Put your clothes on.
crazy. Yeah, like get dressed. Get dressed.
I'm a
Get
hundred
dressed.
short on rents.
That's fucked up.
Yo, fam,
That's
there's bare tricks online still. Anyway,
Struggling sex worker, fam. That's
but you see, but like, no, I don't know, we gotta be looking at who be buying them. So it's like I guess that million's helping them.
You know what's crazy too? There's niggas that want just the average bitches on porn. You know what I mean? Like bitches that look attainable.
yeah.
Like you don't even gotta be the baddest bitch to be make some kind of money.
But I
no,
feel
no,
like
no.
every man goes through that stage. Every man has a rainy day. Every man has that one thing that they will never show their homies.
That's crazy.
They'll never, you know what I'm saying?
For
Like,
sunshine.
it's just,
Wasn't a walk with
Pray
him.
for sunshine.
Imagine that a rainy day section on Pornhub.
Pray for
no, it's
sunshine.
real. I have things that I would never show my mans. You know what I'm saying? They're not ugly, but they're not. You know, they're like
Those are the
strong
pri-
sevens.
those are
You
the
know what I'm
private
saying?
accounts.
They're like strong, yeah, they're strong sevens. You know what I'm saying?
I think I call cap. A nigga would show another nigga a strong 7.
A 7 is showable. I'm not gonna lie. You don't gotta hide a 7.
Yeah, you don't got. If you pass the class,
Strong seven hurts my soul. It hurts my own pride.
all right.
Or
Yeah,
you're just
you know
bagging
what I mean?
10s consistently.
Well, no,
That's
like,
your
you know,
reputation,
like,
tens.
I'm trying to stay out the streets right now. I'm trying to live a new life. You know what I mean? Like, you know,
Okay.
OG now. You know,
You're in your
OG.
humble era right now.
Yeah, humble era. So,
Okay.
Still take a strong
Okay.
seven,
Yeah.
yeah. Cuffing season's coming around the corner, you know, so I gotta be ready. Actually, they pushed the date back for cuffing season. Still, they say it don't start till like October now.
Do people really live like that? Like people really
Yeah, a
follow the
lot of
trends and
people
shit?
live.
Like, I'm fine
Of
being a man.
course.
It's cold
How
outside.
many text
That's
messages
crazy.
do you get? I miss you in September.
Yo, the thing is,
get
I don't
none.
think it's like simply because of cold. It's just summertime. There's more shit to do.
I guess.
Yeah.
Like as there's less shit to do, it's
Yeah,
not gonna lie.
exactly.
Nah, it's like people don't
I
want
guess
to be
we could
lonely
lock
for
in.
holidays.
You know what I
People,
mean?
people's options are dwindling down.
Yeah, and then
They
you
don't want to
just-
be
you-
lonely for holidays.
It's an economic decision, bro.
They don't want to be lonely for holidays, bro.
Exactly. Cuffing season.
Like-
So you gotta put in a 1-2 months to get
Yo,
a
you
good
know
deal.
I've never thought like that before.
know,
That
like,
is
me
a
too, bro. Like,
crazy
why would we
concept.
even- why
You just
would we even
unlock
spend the
some new
holidays
shit.
with
I did
somebody
not
else?
think
Because
Party
about
all
yo,
night.
man, them don't look at it like them. Like we're looking at like yo holidays. Like fuck, we spend bread, they don't.
Nah, that sound like some woman shit though. Like
Like,
I
yeah,
could
womanese.
picture like a woman sitting there and thinking like, yo, Thanksgiving.
But
Come
that's
you
what
don't
they
want to see
do.
your girl at like cogged up with her man, and you're just there that bridging.
She's getting paid by auntie and granny at the table,
Like, look at-
fam.
yeah.
And her sister and her cousins are there with their man, fam. And she's just there with her plate, fam, and it
Yeah.
sucks.
You're always
Like,
with her.
yeah.
She went back for seconds for
Yo,
herself.
this is
Yeah.
real common sense, though. This is real
No,
common
when the man
sense.
said it, I
This
just
is real
visualized
common
it. She's
sense.
at the
That's
function
real.
alone.
Yeah.
Took 2 plates, both for
Again.
herself.
Damn, that's why I asked you as a man.
It makes
As
sense.
a
They're not
man in
real people.
September, how many text messages do you get that I miss you or hey, how you been? Like
I'm
September
I
it
never
goes
gave
down.
my life like that. I can't.
Oh, summer, you gotta relax. But,
Yo, never heard of you all summer.
Yeah,
September you fall with.
me personally, I've never been seasonal with my women. Still, it's just like
Seasonal.
whenever.
Yeah, I don't have like recurring cast members. Like, hey, I stopped
Recurring cast members,
September, trying to
seasonal
get back in
cast.
the new season. Like, no, that doesn't work. Like,
There's always a one that pops back up, though, man. There's always
that's how you're
one.
living your life.
That's
I'm
why
not-
you stay with the
doesn't
mascot,
depend,
man.
yo.
That's
Oh,
why
you
stay
never
with
had
the
nobody
mascot.
pop back. I just said not seasonally, but yo, people pop back up.
Yeah, they pop up.
You don't let
man.
people pop back up? You're too good for leftovers?
No, I
Like,
think no, not even now. I feel like yo, when someone's done with me, yo, they're done.
He doesn't reheat food, fam. This guy
Nah, nigga, I just like
I don't know. I'm like,
No
this guy's
microwave,
too
yo.
elite right now. He's like, nah, you're in my
Show the man
past.
that we gotta level up. Still.
I'm beyond this.
nigga, my juice is fresh. How you mean? I'm fucking with you, but
crazy. Crazy.
That's crazy.
Yo, the conversation. This is what happens when you bring up educated conversation. Okay, so would you let them use your brain after you're dead to run a computer
you don't want that computer.
or a robot? No, hold on. I'm just saying. Like,
You don't want to
you-
allow
My
me to
answer was going along with them. I'm like,
What am I? Like, you nigga? Like,
what
I got some
computer is
feelings.
this?
right now, there's a company. I think it's in somewhere in Europe. Sorry, I can't quote it right now. But they've used the human brain to function a computer, and the brain sits inside a water jug that holds tubes that go into the brain.
Sorry, I'm about to say
Yo,
something.
fam, it's
So they're out here playing God.
Futurama, nigga.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm saying
your
no.
consciousness might never die. Your body might, but
But we've all seen that. We've all seen those movies before where they got
Yo.
all the brains locked up and everyone's in a digital world and just
Like,
this is
Avatar.
really happening today
See, I
in
heard
this
about
world.
that. I heard about
Right.
them using like the brain to like make soldiers so that the soldiers can go to war, so that they don't actually have to like deal with the families don't have to deal with the death. It would just be the consciousness.
in like a robot.
Yeah. So it's like that. Like
So that would be like Altered Carbon. Y'all watch Altered Carbon?
Yeah, that's altered carbon.
Wouldn't
Yeah,
that be
yeah,
some
yeah,
shit?
yeah.
I heard
Oh, what
that
happened? They're gonna do
yeah,
what?
So basically, I don't know. The concept though is that like, yo, you can download your consciousness onto like a drive, basically, right? And then in that drive, you can use a different sleeve every time. Like, you know, a sleeve would be a body.
So you're alive, but like,
Your consciousness is stored,
Yeah.
so you never really die, and you can upload all the time. Like, if you want to come back into the world, you just put your consciousness into a new sleeve, and then boom, you're back into a person.
Yeah.
You're over there,
oh,
you go.
so that's how you're living now.
Yeah,
You're just like a file.
Exactly, with memories, and all your memories just compile.
Like that's how you. I wasn't even trying to joke. Like that's just how I understood it. I'm like,
No, I
alright,
get it,
just
though.
download this guy.
That makes sense.
Okay.
But yeah, that's just basically the thing for Altered Carbon. Like, and it's fucked up because yo, they get away with different actors and that shit. And Altered Carbon, the first season was a white man, robust and shit. I was like, all right, cool,
Oh,
whatever,
that's
I got
crazy.
It. They switched him to a nigga.
Okay,
and
that
then-
sounds more elite level than what he said. I don't want to be in a job. I don't want to be in a job. Like,
Well, that's where it starts.
Nah,
you
I'd
gotta start
rather-
off with the super.
No, you
what
gotta
is it?
start me
When's
there,
Altered
still.
Carbon even dated? It's like 2070.
Yeah, I
Like,
don't
not
know.
trying to
you
live
know
a
what I'm
trial
saying?
living right now.
It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was like
You
something,
even
some
switch actors,
futuristic
it's fine.
shit, right? So it's like, it has to start somewhere, yo. It starts with your head in a jug,
head in the
and then
jug.
it moves into just a little card, then it turns into a chip, then it turns into
what's the
fucking.
timeline? Like,
Yeah,
how
like,
long
how
am I
long
in
am
the
I
jar
sitting
for?
in
Because like, I'd
purgatory?
rather die with some dignity, you know? Like, fuck it, just
Yeah,
bury
You
me.
don't get to
It's cool.
fucking pick how long, which
But
when
like,
they pick
nah,
your
if you
head.
can get me on like
Let it
that
break,
program,
you know,
like the
like-
altered carbon shit, like, and I just keep coming back.
With the same memory.
Dog, how do I know
Same
if I'm
guy,
gonna be
just
like?
new build.
You're Asian last year, now you're fucking, you know what I'm saying? You're white next year.
Oh,
No, I'm fucking around forever.
You're Mitch
yeah,
Walker.
yeah, I'm coming back still. I'm
This
coming
guy's
back.
pulling the most like
Yeah, yeah, I'm
Gallus
coming
number
back.
1, yo.
Yeah.
You got the clever, like, you know what?
Bro, I just keep getting more elite. Like, how did they stop me, fam? Like,
Moving like the agents in Matrix.
that's
man.
crazy.
Oh, the Agent Smith?
Yeah, Agent Smith. You're moving like them niggas. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
you thought
over
you guy
with.
was dead?
Nah, they can't give me that package. Still.
So you would
It's
let
over
them
with.
use your brain?
No,
If
not
it's,
that
if it's
nigga.
like, hold on, who's that? I'm using my brain.
Well, somebody has to process it and turn it into. You're gonna do that yourself. Hold on. Pause. Wait.
No,
We're talking about the fact that somebody else has to take that information and digitize it for you and so on. So you
Okay,
let
yeah,
them
yeah,
take
yeah.
your
Do
consciousness.
thing. Yeah.
You're not trying to take your manhood and consciousness, fam.
No, I didn't mean. I just meant like, yo, you don't get to like if they hit a switch now, I'm like a robot and they can like.
Well,
no,
you never
I
know.
just,
You
I'm just
never
me,
know.
but I just keep coming
I'm
back.
not-
No,
in a new body.
You're doing
Yeah, I
whatever
would say
they
no.
programmed
Nah,
you to
you know
do,
what?
bro.
The man, the myth,
That's
the legend that
fucked
is
up.
X, bro. I'm here. If you get to experience life or hear me or fucking interact with me, that you're blessed, fam. Because we're not doing the download thing and the body has to go in, fam. I'd rather get cremated still. Like I'm not.
That's what
going
I'm
back
trying
and
to
forth
say,
and shit. That's just
fam.
me.
I do,
Me
man.
personally, I'm on the Aito tip though. That's it, you know what I mean?
This man's not on the Aito. What about you, no?
They taking my. Just let me go on easy in death, you know. What I'm saying? Like, just let me go on easy in death. Like I
I'm
don't
meant to
know, like,
reincarnate, nigga. I'll reach, but like, yo, you know what I mean?
So
yeah,
you're
like, I
not
use
giving
all of
up your brain.
Nah, man, you can't. No, nigga, that's my shit. Ain't nothing sacred no more, eh? Niggas
Nothing
don't
at
know
all.
written Nothing.
Like,
Nothing
I
at
don't
all.
want to be an experiment. I'm good.
So, seventh man in the world cured for HIV/AIDS.
Like officially or like
Officially
unofficially?
cured.
Bare niggas been cured themselves.
No,
Like,
officially by doctors and hospitals.
Congratulations.
Big Pharma is now curing
How much
HIV/AIDS.
are they charging?
It's a lot. It's a lot. It's like 400,000 or something crazy.
Congratulations.
But
like,
you get your life back. Like what the fuck?
Well, big up the people them that go that route for things. So big up yourself if you know there's an option now. But realistically, if
You gotta big up your survivors.
Yeah, $400,000 option. That's crazy. That
Yeah.
changed the
How much
lives
is-
of
how
like
much
I mean,
is
yo,
life
you
worth?
didn't go on no dates, so you saved up some bread.
How
so
much
you
is a
gotta
life
do that.
worth? It's not $400,000 enough.
No, if you have it, if you have it,
know what I'm
if you
saying?
have 400,000, if
That
you make
payment
like
plan.
50K a year, fam, like that.
That payment plan's like
not
mortgage.
for you.
You pay it for the rest of your life.
You tell you, they want your brain, your cheeks, everything after that, bitch.
You're healthy again. You're back. Back on the market.
Like I lie.
They're like, if you avoid these payments, we can take your brain, your organs, your
Everything.
fucking
Bro,
everything.
listen, cure this and everything must
crazy.
go.
Yeah, but no, it's you know what? No, on the like you know the Main Street shit,
Right.
it's good. You know what I mean? Big up the thing, cause fuck, they've only been trying to cure this shit forever, right?
I mean, yeah, it's been too long.
I feel like they did that
on the
already,
Main Street
but
shit.
they
Live
just-
Nation did have
Yeah,
that.
thank you. Like it's been a cure.
Yeah.
Like it's been a thing. It's
Yeah, well, like I said, if you go the untraditional route, there are way like when you understand and take the time to educate yourself on like how the body actually works and whatnot. Yo, the body's not meant to maintain and withhold sickness. Everything that came in can get out. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But like
exactly.
that's on the individual, and that's the
That's
the
why
route less
it's a
traveled.
man-made thing. It shows you because if it's staying inside you, it's like you know what I
Exactly.
mean.
God's not making.
So, do you think people still protect themselves in the grander scheme of things?
In
of
what sense?
sex, like when they see things like this in the media. Do you
Hold
think
on, but
people
STD
are
rates are
like-
the highest they've ever been at right now. You know? Put on your boots, man. Want 'em to.
For sure.
I know where you're stepping.
more boots? Doesn't matter if it's your girlfriend, yo. You never know.
I mean, like, yo,
Especially nowadays.
if your
I feel like at
girlfriend
that
broke
level,
it-
you should be able
like,
to
yeah, I
trust the
hope so.
person.
Like, yo, you can
My
take a
girl-
chance with your girlfriend.
Like,
I
you
hope
can't
so.
trust
Hold
me,
on,
man.
wait. He
That's
has a
crazy.
different. What'd you say? What'd you say?
I was just saying, if it's your girl, like you're certified, like I would hope that you could trust her enough that you guys, you know. I mean, eventually you want to have kids at some point. Like you
Yeah.
couldn't have that with a condom, so there's got to be some kind of trust
You
factor.
know what?
You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I like what he said because like put a message out there. A lot of people are doing pointless relationships, and when I say pointless, like things that aren't meant to
Right.
go nowhere. I feel like people are wasting each other's time perpetually
Right.
and justifying it with fucking Instagram, social media, whatnot. The whole point of this experience is like basically cohabitate, find somebody you like, and then you'll reproduce and spread your seed. Like you don't want if society was where it was at. If society was at this point in the past, nigga, you would not exist.
Whoa, shit. It has been at this before though.
We've never had social media and shit like this.
Well, I'm just saying,
We've
like,
never socialized
in
to this
terms of like
capacity
how like
ever.
over sexualized all of life is right now, we've been here before.
No, but okay, I feel like where he's going is
We
the fact
have.
that back in the day they had social media and the idea that marriage is a mandatory. Like,
Yeah, 100%.
think about it, like,
There's
right
no
now-
benefits.
Right now, most people our age, if this was like 20 years ago, most people right now would have like 5 kids.
You know what I'm
They all
saying?
have 5 youths.
This
right
nigga
now,
gets it.
hearing a man has 5 youths, that's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. I'm
That's
30 with no
crazy.
kids. Niggas are looking at me like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, like back in the day, like every man right now, all our youths are supposed to live in a room and literally look like a smart army in here. They be 20 kids.
But it's just like that's what I was trying to get to through to you guys in the first place. It's like the government uses us. Like at one point they used to have fucking stork derby where you if you have fucking 6 youths you get $100,000
Nah, but you know,
or
you
something
have to,
crazy.
like, aside from the, like,
You know what I
take away
mean?
the government's negative influence. Like,
Right,
yo, we have
right,
to understand where we're at and, like, what we're navigating. Society's hard and expensive. Like, yo, we cannot, we're not doing farming and agriculture to the same extent we were doing back in the
5
past.
youths is a serious
How are we
liability
gonna feed these
right
niggas?
now.
These niggas are a problem, a burden, and some debt now.
Yeah, you're richer on welfare with that.
You know what I'm saying? Like society's not there. So
Yeah,
I'm not
we-
just gonna like don't get me wrong, the government, they wanna like, control us for sure. I get it. But aside from these niggas, like nigga, I got some shit to handle down here first. Before I look up and see what's fucking with me.
Yeah, the economy is not suitable to just be having too many youths right now.
Plus,
Can
they
you
don't
buy a
even-
house?
they don't
Look
even
at
have the
prices of
same-
house.
Bro, they don't even have the
I
same
don't know,
option that
bro.
they did
Yeah,
before. Like,
I mean,
before-
well, you could, but you couldn't wear the chain and all of them things. You know what I'm saying? You'd have to be on some.
Sacrifices will be made.
Sacrifices
fam.
would have been
even
Some
the
say
chains
they
that
would
wasn't
have
that
to-
expensive.
It's true.
No,
Everything went
but
up.
I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna have 5, 6, that's
Buddy.
a different type of Costco bill, fam.
Yeah,
Everything,
Let's keep
everything
it
in your
real.
life is
Weekly?
crazy. Everything.
Weekly, anything you do is crazy. You go to a restaurant,
Hopefully you have
that's
a plan,
crazy.
you know, you have a
You
plan.
go to Wonderland, that's super crazy.
We
eat at
Like, you
buffets.
just, you know what I mean?
Bro, at the rate that things are going, youths are gonna be a luxury soon. Like you have a youth, say word.
You get to
You
get to
can
continue your.
provide. That's crazy.
No, but you have to look at it. Look at it on the
Flex,
level. Like
big
you get to
flex.
continue your bloodline. Like yo, what the fuck?
That's
Yo,
gonna
does
be
it
a
just end
luxury
with
soon.
you?
I lied.
You know what? You might be on some shit. Just coming back full circle. The fucking inflation rate that might be population control. Cause can you really afford that? Can you really?
Oh shit, nigga.
You better think
Well,
about it.
that's kind of what they did in China, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
the
two-
one-
But
So
that was after they ran it up. Still,
Yeah,
their
yeah.
situation's a little bit different. They got $1 billion.
Yeah,
Bro,
right.
you should do something. What do you mean you're just gonna continue? That's lawless. You have to do
Man's
something.
are splashing everywhere
Bro.
in China. What do you mean?
So you're gonna tell me it's not getting crowded in here? You're lying. You're lying. So you have to do something,
And the crib isn't even that big.
bro. Bro.
The crib ain't even that
India's
big.
right next door.
Honestly,
so it's just,
yo,
you know,
that man there, they just ship them over here.
But see, that's
Yeah,
why they made.
that's their program.
But
bro.
yo, that's why they made their algorithm different though. They're like, yo,
Just get
all
up outta
you
here,
youths
bro.
need to be on something.
You see how many people are in here? You gotta go.
Yeah, they're all skilled.
Yeah, you better be good at karate, computer.
So yo, speaking of the you know, the economy in Toronto and everything, it's nuts right now, man. But like, let's say you were face to face with Trudeau right now. Like Trudeau was sitting across from you at this camera.
I'm not saying anything crazy because I don't really like the nigga. Like,
No,
yo,
just
fix
what would
something.
you ask him? Like, what would be the first thing that you would ask him? Like, maybe it's not gonna be no
You're good.
confrontational thing that you rough him up.
real
Because right away people think, yo, Trudeau, man, dash a rock in his face, or you know. But like,
none of that.
if you seen this guy on a humble thing, it's like you got invited to an event or whatever. He's just standing there, you're side by side. All of a sudden, he's like, "Oh, like your shoes, brother," you know.
Oh, hey.
What would be the first thing you would ask this guy, yo? Real shit.
saying Castro's your pops, eh?
I want to know if it's true. Like, you know,
Yo. Is it true?
like,
You know what I mean? Oh, man, you said first thing, like shit, nigga.
That's
First
crazy,
thing,
yo.
like, bro, I don't know. Is this a good idea to let everybody in like this? like, you don't go outside like the guy goes outside. You don't navigate traffic the way I navigate traffic. Yeah, like I just want to know, like, bro,
You ever
like,
been
do
on
you,
a
like,
DDP, dog?
like, are these guys in your neighborhood too? Like, cause they're mine. Like, I just want to know, like, cause yo, I just want to know.
Are these guys in your neighborhood?
Yeah, I just want to
too?
know
I'm
if
done.
like if you see outside the way I see outside, like, cause.
Yo,
Again, I
shout
don't
out to
know what-
Brampton. I went to Brampton yesterday and I was like, what's going on? I haven't been out there in so long and I was just like,
You remember
wow.
why you don't go?
Nah, but you know what's crazy? nah.
just-
When you hit them
It was
ways,
like
bro,
culture shock, you know?
Not even like culture. Like I was just passing through, right? Because I had to go somewhere. Seen, bro, the people them just start. The driving starts getting different. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Niggas start driving retarded on there.
You have
bro.
to low down the volume now.
But yeah. I was like,
You gotta focus.
like no, because I'm over there getting mad. Like I'm a city driver. I'm over there beating the streets. I cuss niggas, whatever. I'm in Brampton. I'm like, nigga, wait, what?
I got
And then
out the
you
school.
immediately you can't be mad because nigga you're in their ends. So you have to adapt and overcome. You know what I mean?
Nah, fam. Idiot road.
So hold on, you're calling Brampton their ends?
But like, bro,
Yeah.
Who
What are
that
you
is?
calling
But
it?
like, what's it, what? Like,
Go there and tell them something else.
Yo.
35 of them will just show up. Like, pardon me? Like, bro,
he just said
it's
it's a culture
theirs.
shock. What do you mean by that?
Well, I'm just, because I don't really go out there, you know what I'm
did you
saying?
see?
Well,
So I'm like, I hear the
said, yo, this
stories.
is their end.
No. I hear the stories and stuff. I'm like, whatever, I watch Instagram, but I'm like, whatever, that's media, right?
You make Brampton
So,
sound OT, eh?
no, fam.
Watch TikTok.
I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Um,
when you live in Toronto, sometimes, like, yeah, even this,
yeah, like if you're
outside
like,
the city is damn near OT. Like, fam, you're
Yeah,
far,
bro.
and what's out there? Like, what are we
yeah,
doing?
like,
What do I
Honestly,
have to
Toronto's
be
a
out there
big
for?
place, fam. Like if you're like, I count like even Oakville and them places like that's GTA to me now too. You know what I mean? Because the population's just growing and adding to the masses that come into the city every fucking time when there's a big event, concert, Blue Jays
Yeah.
game. The traffic's just fucking enormous and fucking unruly. It's annoying, right? But Trudeau's not gonna stop it. He's not gonna stop
I
it.
don't
The
think he cares to
mans
stop
are
it.
telling you the
just have to ask the
stats
nigga,
are
like, what's the plan?
2060. It's gonna be fully Muslim in this country.
I mean, just fully Indian.
The number
They
one
started- they
religion in
already
this
took
city
over
will be
Popeyes.
fucking Muslim.
Yeah.
Bro,
it's
that
crazy.
recipe came from
Nah, you know what's
Louisiana.
crazy? I swear that man, they had like a whole they had like a whole, what was it? Like, it was Canada Day, and they took over Dundas Square, and they were bumping their
Yo.
thing. See?
That's what happened.
Yeah, fam. And like,
see
man,
that.
were beating these ones.
I've been
know what I mean?
downtown
Yeah.
at Dundas Square and just seen them out there doing.
Yeah, but it was
that.
Canada Day, and the man were representing.
In
It
numbers.
was
Made it,
Canada.
fam.
They're just out there.
Yo, we're all here.
That's crazy.
FaceTime back home what you know about it.
Yeah, beating these ones with the gang.
You guys are still in the village, eh? Yeah.
Yeah, we did
I
it.
bet.
Let me talk to my goats, dude.
So,
Yo, that's
so
crazy.
keep it real with me because there's a lot of people that complain about Trudeau and they always saying like this guy fucking sucks and whatever.
have all
You're
this-
talking about how it's impossible to fucking make it through this economy, so on and so forth. Is Canada still a country of opportunity like it once was, or do you feel like if you make it out of here, you're a bad motherfucker? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like the States in a sense. Like, let's say even us doing this podcasting. If we do this in the States, we'll have fucking 1,000 people on our block that will just watch our fucking podcast because they know our face, whether they hate us or love us, right? Whereas Toronto now, for example, the numbers are way lower, man. Like, our population compared to New York City, for example, is like nothing, right? So it's just like, based on that, and then a bad economy on top of that,
Nah, I
how?
don't
Let's
think-
teach the youth how to make it out of this system.
Honestly.
Like, just come up with it right now. Give me a blueprint right now. If you're gonna tell a youth right now, a young boy that you OG to, and you're gonna say, "Yo, this is how you pull yourself up out of this."
It's crazy. You have to literally teach young people how to focus.
Yeah, that's
I
a
think
lot.
to focus, have your eyes set on something. Even it's like if you're good at something, like if you are actually good at a sport and you can see yourself, doing something professionally, focus, lock in. You get what I'm saying? Don't give up. I swear to God. Or if
Right.
like from young, me personally, like I know I've been wanting to, like I didn't know how I was gonna do it, but I always told niggas like, yo, I'm gonna get paid to be me. Like will get paid for my personality. You know what I mean?
Right.
I didn't know how I was gonna materialize that or but the focus was there, and I tried a bunch of different routes. See, like I tried fucking the acting, the modeling, this, the that, the comedy. I did everything. You know what I mean? Just tell someone to focus what it is they want, and then like you will attract what you focus on. So I know it sounds hard, and with focus also comes discipline, right?
Right.
Staying committed to what it is you believe. Like, bro, you don't get these in the gym in one night. You know what I mean? You just got to keep showing up.
There's those days that just feel like regular days, like why we here right now type
but
shit.
if you
yeah.
remain on your path, if you know I do this for the benefit of tomorrow, I feel like you'll make where you're supposed to be. Don't
got-
distract yourself with pleasure. A lot of bad shit happens in the presence of distraction and pleasure. So, and like even when you're just hanging out, mobbing with the man, them getting busted, smoking blunts, do whatever, like these are all pleasure-based things. You know what I mean? So
There's a
more than
lot of
often-
endorphin junkies nowadays.
100%,
man.
right?
Let's
And
keep it
then,
real.
look
Looking
at
at
the
your
phone.
phone is an endorphin.
Exactly.
You got to tell these guys not to get discouraged from an L because sometimes when people will they'll do whatever they got to do, get to that L, and now it's like, yo, now they feel like
over.
that's it. It's like, nah, bro, that's just one step. Now you got to work on that to get to the next level. Cause
I want to speak to that because that's how a lot of guys treat their first charge, especially for the youths. You know what I'm saying? Because it's pounded in your head over and over again that if you go to jail, life is over. If you go to jail, life is over. If you go to jail, life is over. But a lot of times it's like, depending on your age, depending on your situation, whatever, the Canadian system compared to the American system is really lenient, especially against minors. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I want to speak to that because there's a lot of kids out there, man, that they catch that little dumb fucking whatever charge it was. You fucking robbed a man. You did whatever. You served your little 2 months in penitang. And now it's like you think you have to be a career criminal.
Yo,
You know what I'm saying?
a lot of these youths
That
are
one's
doing
rough.
stuff though because like there's nothing
No
for them to do in
infrastructure.
between. Like before, when I was growing up, March break, I can go to the community center. There's a bunch of shit. The whole March break, play basketball, foosball, all type of shit. So like, there was stuff to do. Now it's like summertime comes, they be taking the ball nets down. They be doing a whole bunch of stuff for these youths to just sit there and be like, yo, we just gonna chill.
I just feel
gonna
like
chill and we gonna
I just feel
trap.
like the presence of whatever black market has changed based on the fact that the social structures have changed. So just like you said, having a community center to go to, having, you know, an older person to talk to, so on and so forth. I just feel like the world is so busy and no one gives a fuck right now
That's mainly it.
that it's just like these kids are swimming out in the water by themselves.
It's every man for themselves.
We've also remember this is the first time us as like a people as a species has been here technologically, right?
Right.
We're all just figuring this out. Like social media, for example, we can't downplay its severity and what it has to like how it's impacted humans. Fucking
Right.
full blown adults can't control themselves from looking at their phone.
For
How do we
sure.
like we're navigating the same kind of culture and technology as the kids? They're just this is normal to them because they don't know nothing else different. But yo, at the rapid rate that fucking shit they're experiencing, it's crazy. It's not the same scape of spectrum. It's not like even the whole thing, like when a lot of kids going outside and going to the community says, bro, is that like that was when you had nothing to do. Kids can have a phone and they want to do something different now because they're seeing shit different. You know what I mean? Like
Kids is learning about Gucci at like 10 years old now.
right, this shit becomes like the priorities are different because the act like the information is different. Everything's you know what I mean? 100%. Look how much kids are on. Yo, TikTok is its own world. Like I downplay. I don't go on TikTok as much for like I don't spend time scrolling and shit. But yo, bro, there are millions upon millions of people that you wouldn't even fucking know are just on there making videos trying to like you know do their thing or get some kind of and the way the algorithm works, yo, some people like it connects you, right? People do get a little, you know what I mean?
This has led to the downfall of the Ivy League and like over I think 30 universities that used to deem themselves as like the top-notch universities. They're all at the lowest entrance rates ever
Enrollments.
in life because they didn't adapt their learning to what life is going to be next.
Well, I
People
think,
don't give a fuck about being a doctor or lawyer no more. They want to be an influencer.
Which is
You
crazy.
know what I mean?
Lawyer, you-
That's what's kind of, you know.
You know what also I went back to the economy. It's to be a doctor.
Yeah.
About like 200 racks.
Yeah, student loans
Yo,
is crazy.
you're also in school for probably 10 years, 14 years of your life.
You're like 33.
You know what I mean?
Just getting your first job. Oh, yeah, you need 5 years.
So why not sell drugs? Just sell fucking drugs, yo. Just fucking sell drugs and fucking have a WAP on the side. You need more than one fucking stream of income anyway.
Bro, in
Like,
this city,
how
you
else are you gonna do it? How else are you gonna do it? Yeah, keep your focus. Yeah, fucking don't get lost on the first loss. But it's just like, if the rent goes up anymore, if the salad goes up to $15, do you know what I'm saying?
I feel you. And if
You know,
you're talking
it
about
might,
that, then
and
yo,
it
like,
might.
Yeah, trying to
You know
keep
what
up
I'm
with that legitimately is definitely hard. You know what I mean?
For
But, like,
everybody, fam.
if
You know
you're
what
if
I'm
you're
saying?
if you're trying to give somebody advice, you know they're not even like that. They're not even like
Yeah, not
be doing that
everybody
kind
is
of thing. That's not their personality. Like I
Right,
guess the best
right.
thing I could tell somebody is like a combination of what these guys said of like one, like identify a goal and stay consistent. If you take a L along the way, like buddy, you think you're gonna be fucking Floyd Mayweather and everything that you do, like take the L and keep pushing, bro. Like you don't get to make an excuse because you had a bad day. Like
Yo,
suck it up.
trust
You know what
me.
I'm saying?
Trust
Keep
me.
pushing. And then like third, like I would say, especially if you're a young man, yo, develop skills. Like develop some kind of skill. And even if it's out like one, ideally would be a skill that works towards your goal. But even if you have the extra time to go develop another skill, like fam, that could be the shit that pays you while you're building towards the thing that you're trying to do. Because you need bread in this world. You know what I'm saying? And the people that make money are the people that have assets and the people that have skills. You control things that people need, or you have a service that people need. You know what I'm saying? And then you make yourself valuable. And then even as things are going up, like think for example, if you're a plumber or an electrician, like you see as the rate of inflation is increasing, you're paying that nigga more. So if you are the plumber or the electrician, then you are matching inflation. You know what I'm saying? Because you have something that is valuable that will keep increasing. As things get more expensive, people will be paying you more money. You know what I'm saying? So develop skills. Even if it's not fun, like fuck, you know something.
Mike Tyson defined discipline as doing what you hate like you love it.
yeah, that's a good.
Because
I like that.
because in every principle that you do, whether it's podcasting or fucking rapping or whatever, there's gonna be a discipline of that you don't like.
Yeah.
Whether
for
it's
sure.
doing the ad libs or fucking showing up to shows or whatever, you're gonna have to do something to go up your bread, fam. So you might as well fucking do that and be good at that too.
That's
So,
a good
you know?
point because like I played sports too, and it's fucked up. Like I remember being younger, and it's like the things I'm not good at, I don't want to go work on that. I want to just keep doing the shit I'm already good at because it's like
Right.
a sense of gratification. Like
Exactly.
I know I'm good with my right foot, I'm gonna score a goal like that, so I'm gonna keep doing that shot.
Exactly.
Yo, what about your left though? You know what I mean? What about that? Like, you act
Gets
like
to
you
that
don't.
level at some point,
You
though.
know that,
Man, just
but then
start
when you
looking at
get
you.
onto the field and you gotta perform, there's gonna be a situation where you need that left foot and you're lacking. You know what I'm saying? So, and the guys that make it are the guys like, no, I'm shit at my left foot. Let me work at that. Anything they're shit at, they go and beat that up until they're good at it. You don't just keep doing the one thing that you're good at to feel good about yourself. So same thing, you do the things that you hate, do it like the things that you love. That makes sense.
I'm
You
telling
know?
you, man. I'm telling you. You know, you gotta listen to the greats when it comes to this stuff. No matter whether they're a crackhead now or whatever the fuck. Those niggas got the most knowledge, bro. You know what I'm
fact.
saying? They've seen life at the top of the tops and the lows of the lows. No matter where they are right now, I learn from those OGs sometimes, fam, because it's just like they'll tell you stories, fam, that will blow your mind. You know what I'm saying? So, what's the future plans for Uncommon Sense? What's coming up in the future for you guys?
We got a lot of interviews coming up. Obviously, a lot of great stuff locked in. We got we're doing, other content outside of the podcast setting. So get ready to, get ready for that. I think that'll be really well done.
Right.
And then yes, after we hit a certain threshold, there's a certain goal mark. We will be eventually hosting a live podcast for the audiences and the fans to engage with.
1,000, thousands of numbers. So let them know. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
fuck, alright, fuck
Let
it.
them
Want me on?
participate.
Fuck, go
Yo,
ahead.
when we get to 1,000 subscribers, we're gonna host an event.
Run it up.
Show love to everybody that was showing love to us. But we feel like 1,000's like a decent
It's a respectable
number
figure.
to start doing things like that. So if you wanna be involved in the event, you know what I mean? Like and subscribe.
Send that around.
Share it with your brethrens. The content's good, so I'm not asking for some bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we
But
got
yeah.
we got merchandise too. We
Merch is
got
coming.
shirts, sweaters. Go get some mugs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Mugs,
that's what's
Yeah,
coming up.
we go-
Yeah.
working
Right.
on some stuff. Like trying to make sure Uncommon Sense is everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. Get used to us. We're not going nowhere. So
I hear you, man. All right, man. So big up your Instagram and all that to people. Shout out the YouTube page, all that.
Castro Nero 88 on Instagram. YouTube Uncommon Sense. Everything else Uncommon Sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Money Mitch, my Instagram, 54x Mitch, TikTok. I don't even remember my TikTok.
y'all nigga, you lacking.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
it's your boy X, RPMX on everything social. Make sure you like, subscribe, go follow Uncommon Sense Podcast on Instagram and pretty much everything else you can find it on. We are Uncommon Sense. It was a great pleasure to be on the platform. You know what I mean? We appreciate the
Beautiful.
invite, man.
Beautiful.
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Let's big up your Instagram and all that to the people. Yeah, man. The sense isn't uncommon, man. These guys are real sensical people. They bring it to a level where, the conversation can carry on because it actually makes sense. And I like that, man. So big up the platform. We're definitely going to promote you guys, obviously, through this show and so on and so forth. And, we look to, more prosperous, life for you guys as you move forward. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Let's keep this podcast platform as a lane for individuals that come after us. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, I like it. I
you know
like
what I'm
what you
saying?
guys got going on. It definitely is
Yeah.
in the encouragement of free speak and obviously, on keeping it real.
Yeah.
Especially like the whole even the network, like the linking up. Like thanks, we are really appreciative of you having us on because it creates we're networking in the space. We're all trying to do the same goal, and there's space for everybody. You know what I mean? I feel like when we acknowledge and you're doing a sick thing over there. That man there doing a sick thing over there. Link up. There's power in numbers. You know what I mean?
Trust
When people see their favorite podcast linking up, it's like, bro, it's like when their favorite rappers link up, hop on the track. You know what I mean? Like,
I tell people all the time, it's not always about networking up. It's a lot about networking laterally.
Yes.
Sometimes like chess, you got to take 2 steps to the right to move forward. You know what
Bro,
I'm saying?
showing love is free.
you know what I mean?
Trust me.
I'm saying don't cost
Anger
nothing.
costs you a lot.
Yeah.
Yo, it does.
Man, am I dropping bars at the end of the podcast? Are you sure
All
you're
right,
finished?
so this is Balaclava Diaries. I'm OG MacG. Signing off. Check us on socials. 3 Balaclavas everywhere you go. And Uncommon Sense, man. This is crazy. These guys, go check them out. Man.
Yeah, thanks for having us, man. Conversation was solid, bro.
All right, that's it.